കേറില്ല നമ്മുടെ പേര് വന്നിട്ടില്ല ഇതിനകത്ത്.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, a warm welcome to all of you to the virtual bilateral meet on Indian spices with focus on Azerbaijan, jointly organized by Spices Board and the Embassy of India, Baku. I am Nitin Jo, Deputy Director of Spice Board, will be the moderator for today's program and will conduct the proceedings. We at Spice Board are delighted to have with us the eminent speakers, over 15 participants and reporters from Azerbaijan and more than 50 Indian spice exporters, as well as for this virtual bilateral meet. I would like to repeat a few announcements. After joining the meeting, please make sure that you switch off your mic from the control panel in the bottom of the WebEx app. You will switch on the mic and video when you start speaking. Also, you can switch off the audio once you finish talking. As you all are aware, Spices Board, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, is the flagship organization for the development and worldwide promotion of Indian spices and has been spearheading activities for promotion and facilitation of spice trade by strengthening linkages at various levels of the spice industry. At the outset, Spice Board would like to thank Embassy of India, Baku, for its efforts in facilitating increased trade and commerce between India and Azerbaijan and for taking efforts in jointly organizing this bilateral event. The spice trade, as we know, served as bridge for cultural and commercial exchanges between diverse civilizations. From the ancient times, Indians were engaged in sea and land trade in spices. Azerbaijan stood as a major trade point for spices from the very early history by connecting India to the Western countries. India's bilateral trade in spices with Azerbaijan has been growing steadily in the recent years. During 2020, the total import of spices by Azerbaijan was around 5.5 million US dollars, of which India commands a share of 10 to 15%. This bilateral is organized by involving spice exporters, export associations, Azerbaijani importers, Spice Board of India, and Embassy of India, and other stakeholders, with a view to further strengthen the spice trade between India and Azerbaijan. The program envisages to provide a common platform for the Indian spice exporters who target Azerbaijani market and the importers from Azerbaijan for direct interaction and to establish effective business linkages, thereby helping to promote the export of Indian spices and its value-added products. Being organized concurrent with the celebration of 75th anniversary of India's independence, India at 75, or Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, for nurturing and strengthening friendly trade ties between India and Azerbaijan, adds on to the importance of today's event. This program will have two sessions. The first session will be the inaugural session, which will be followed by the business session that covers the buyer-seller interaction. Today, we have with us Mr. B. Vanlal Bhavna, Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan, Mr. D. Satyan, Chairman and Secretary, Spice Board, Mr. Vinay Kumar, Second Secretary, Embassy of India, Baku, Mr. P. M. Suresh Kumar, Director, Administration and Marketing, Spices Board, Mr. Ramkumar Menon, Chairman, World Spice Organization, Ms. Shabnam Nuriya, Director, National Confederation of Entrepreneurs Organization of Azerbaijan, and around 50 Indian exporters and more than 15 importers from Azerbaijan. Now, may I invite Mr. P.M. Suresh Kumar, Director Administration and Marketing Spices Board, for the welcome address.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Nitin. Good afternoon to everybody. I have immense pleasure to be part of this first bilateral meet focusing on supply chain. And we feel that there is great scope to enhance the trade between the two countries. As you are aware, Spices Board is a statutory body set up for export promotion of Indian spices under the administrative control of Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. Our Spices Board website is indianspices.co. The Indian spices have increasing demand from international market, particularly turmeric, cumin, chili, ginger, etc. So first of all, I welcome Mr. B. Manilal Wagner, Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan, for participating and inaugurating this bilateral meet. I also welcome Chairman and Secretary Satish Sir to this bilateral meet. I also welcome Mr. Satyam Anuriyeva, Director, National Confederation of Entrepreneurs Organization of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Baku, Azerbaijan. I also welcome all dignitaries from the Indian Embassy, Baku, for supporting, for participating in this one. I also thank all participants for making this BSM success. I also welcome all exporters, importers from Azerbaijan and other stakeholders. I particularly thank Indian Embassy Baku for organizing this bilateral meet. I hope this BSM will further strengthen the trade, spices trade between India and Azerbaijan, and it will be creating more opportunities for Indian exporters as well as for importers of Azerbaijan. I once again welcome all participants to this bilateral meet. Thank you, JD.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I request Mr. D. Satyan, Chairman and Secretary Spice Board, to deliver the keynote address.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. B. Manilal Wagner, Honorable Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan, Mr. Vinay Kumar, Second Secretary, Embassy of India, Baku, Ms. Shabnam from the National Confederation of Entrepreneurs Organization of the Republic of Azerbaijan, beloved members of Spices Fraternity, both from India as well as from Azerbaijan, my colleagues at Spices Board, Mr. Ramkumar Menon from World Spice Organization, and other stakeholders who are present here today. Good evening, everyone, and again, on my behalf, a warm welcome to all of you. In my talk, first, I would like to touch upon the status of Indian spices sector very briefly. We all know that India is the largest producer, consumer as well as exporter of spices, and during last financial year, that is 2019 and 20, our spices export crossed a milestone of $3 billion US. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. In 2019 and 20, we crossed the milestone of $3 billion US, and we, for the financial year 2020-21, despite the COVID impacted period, our data indicates that we are likely to cross that milestone, and we will be setting a new high in exports. And talking about Azerbaijan, Azerbaijan has been a major trade point for spices from very early history by connecting India to the Western countries. India's bilateral trade with Azerbaijan has been growing steadily in the recent years. We note that Azerbaijan is a producer as well as importer of spices. Uh, Many spices like saffron, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, basil, etc. are widely used in Azerbaijani cuisines, and many of these spices are getting used in several medicinal preparations as well. The total import of spices by Azerbaijan in 2020 was about 4.7 million US dollars, of which the imports from India alone accounted for about 16%. That's about 0.8 million US dollars. The other major exporters of spices to Azerbaijan are Vietnam, has about 15.7% share, Turkey, Iran, China, Russia, etc. Talking about the prospects of spices, reference to Azerbaijan, we need to talk about the use of spices in the cuisines of Azerbaijan. We know that many of the Azerbaijani cuisines are very famous. Spices play an important role in many of those cuisines, especially saffron. We found that saffron is being used in more than 50 of the national dishes of Azerbaijan. Other widely used spices are star anise, cumin, thyme, coriander seeds, bay leaves, mint, dill, celery, etc. Many of their national dishes like pilaf, piti, and desserts like halwa and baklava, etc., contain spices. The famous kebabs of the country too uses the famous kebabs of Azerbaijan too use spices in abundance. I am told pancakes are being loved in Azerbaijan, which are strictly savory in nature. And it's also learned that no special occasion is complete without tea, which is often flavored with thyme, lemon, mint, etc. I wish to point out here that saffron being one of the major spices being used in Azerbaijan, I'd like to point out here that India produces and exports very high quality saffron, which comes with GI tag, which comes with GI tag and in the certified form. And right now, we also have an online auction system which facilitates any of the exporters located anywhere directly procure GI certified, GI tagged saffron from Kashmir, and they can export to other countries. I use this forum to convey to the exporters that they can source GI tagged certified saffron directly through the online system. Further, based on a preliminary assessment of Azerbaijani cuisine, I feel that Indian small cardamom also can be considered for export because it goes well with the flavor profile of the palates of the country. Small cardamom from India, owing to its rich intrinsic qualities, has found strong patronage in the cultural traditions of the people of the Middle East and GCC countries, and it is assumed to blend with the food habits of Azerbaijan. So our exporters may also explore this option. Considering the above prospects, I feel that there is a scope for more number of exporters to step in and concentrate on export of spices to Azerbaijan as a focus country. Presently, the number of exporters for exporting spices to Azerbaijan is very limited. For the year 2019-20, our data shows it is just four exporters. So here I just would like to underline the opportunity available to other exporters, and I hope that the participating exporters take note of this opportunity. And coming to the support that we have got in organizing this particular BSM. This online BSM is organized jointly by Spices Board as well as the Embassy of India, Baku, by involving various stakeholders of spices sector with the view to strengthen the spices trade between the two countries. And I would like to sincerely thank the Honorable Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan and his team for their initiative as well as strong support which made this BSM a reality. I am sure our coordinated efforts in future will further strengthen the trade in spices between India and Azerbaijan. Before concluding my brief talk, I would like to assure the exporters that Spices Board is ever ready to do everything to uh, support the stakeholders, especially the exporters, in increasing our exports to various destinations, including Azerbaijan. And if they face any issue related to exports, they are welcome to approach Spices Board. So with this, I would like to conclude. Again, I would like to thank the Embassy of India, Baku, for their participation, uh, for their joint organization of this BSM. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now, may I invite Mr. B. Vandalbhavna, Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan, to formally inaugurate this bioceremony and to deliver the inaugural address. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to all. Let me begin by also thanking India for hosting this event and for collaborating with us in the Embassy of India in Baku in organizing this interaction. Then we also acknowledge Sri D. Satyan, Chairman and Secretary, Spices Board India, Mr. Ram Kumar Menon, Chairman World Spice Organization, and other officials of Spice Board India, and thank them for their presence and participation. Then we also welcome all our friends from Azerbaijan and India who have joined us today, and thank them for their interest in exploring business collaborations between the countries. In particular, I would like to thank Ms. Sabnam Nurieva, Director, National Confederation of Entrepreneurs of Azerbaijan, for sparing her valuable time to participate in today's interactions. Friends, today we are meeting in the midst of COVID-19 related restrictions, which are continuing to engulf many parts of the world. Although our two economies are not immune to the unprecedented changes caused by this pandemic, we have seen that the business communities of our two countries continue to maintain contacts and engagement during this period, as we are presently doing today. And we're indeed hopeful that our engagement will return to pre-pandemic levels in the shortest possible time. I am delighted today as we have gathered to talk about how we could together promote Indian spices in Azerbaijan. I'm very happy that today's event is also a part of the series of events which we are organizing in connection with the commemoration of 75 years of our independence for India at 75. I'm also hopeful that today's event will further the goals of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is aimed at increasing the share of India in the global economy. Friends, as Honorable Chairman of Spices Board has already mentioned, India is known for its spices throughout history. And even today, the quality and variety of Indian spices continue to attract much interest from all over the world. Azerbaijan too, Indian spices including turmeric, pepper, banana, cinnamon, clove, cardamom, cumin, ginger, etc. are well known and used, and therefore occupies a respectable share when compared with similar products from other countries. Although the chairman had just said that the number of exporters we have is very low, despite that we still have a very respectable market share in the market. Therefore, I'm convinced that there is great potential to increase awareness and use of Indian spices. I am very hopeful that through our correct support today, we'll see the increase of our share of Indian spices in the Azerbaijani market as more people are introduced to this great product from India. Friends, relations between our two countries in general, and in particular, economic and trade relations have witnessed a healthy growth in the past few years, particularly before the onset of the pandemic. In fact, our trade between the two countries has grown from 305 million in 2015 to over 1 billion in 2019. And India's export has also grown from 35 million to 136 million. During this period, India has also emerged as one of the top 4 markets for Azerbaijan exports. Yet, there are so much potential to increase India's share of roughly 3.3% in Azerbaijan's total trade with the rest of the world. There is also huge scope for diversifying our economic engagement as Azerbaijan, with a population of around 10 million people and with over $45 billion US dollar GDP, offers good opportunities for Indian products and services. To all the participants from India, your presence at an online meeting today is a testimony of your interest in doing business with Azerbaijan. We thank you for this. While all of us should be hopeful for better times ahead when we can meet, visit, and interact like in the past, it is also important that we adapt ourselves to a new mode in our business dealings. From that perspective, I feel today's online interaction, which is the first one we have on Indian spices, will open new doors, and we should encourage more such meetings in the future as well. Let me end by conveying my best wishes to all the participants and look forward to concrete interactions between the two sides on ways to increase our trade in spices. Needless to say, my colleagues and I are always available, and please feel free to connect with us through email or phone whenever required. It is our hope that through our collective efforts, we'll be able to take this important economic engagement between our two countries to the next level. And I'm very, very happy with these brief remarks to inaugurate this buyer-seller meeting today. Thank you. Namaste. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening words. Next, we'll have a brief presentation on India's strength in the spice sector. I hope the presentation is visible to all the participants.
Yes, it is visible. Thank you.
An overview about Spice Board. Spice Board is constituted as per the Spice Board Act with the mandate to promote export of the scheduled spices from India, including the value-added spice products, which includes spice oils and oleoresins, spice powders, masalas, curry mixes, etc. The major functions of the board include the complete mandate on cardamom, small and large, which includes production, research, domestic marketing, and export development. And whereas in the case of other spices, the board is primarily involved in the export promotion and quality evaluation of spices. The board has offices and quality evaluation laboratories established more or less across the country so as to cater to its major function of export promotion and quality evaluation. An overview about the 52 scheduled spices. Basically, the point which I would like to convey is, you name it, we have it. Rather, India is blessed with various agroclimatic zones which facilitate ample production of almost all the spices grown in the world. So, like from the hot spices like chili or pepper to the sweet and fragrant spices like cardamom to to herbs like basil, thyme, mint. India is a very strong supplier. In fact, we are the world's largest producer, consumer, and exporter of spices. Basically, the touch points of Spices Board, we have 3 verticals. development, marketing, and research and quality evaluation. The marketing department takes care of export promotion activities like the bioseller needs to be and working with the exporters. And we have the quality evaluation department which ensures the quality of spices exported from India. In a nutshell, the spice sector of India, around 10 million metric tons of spices are produced in the country. We have a strong exporter base of over 6,600 plus listed exporters, and all these exporters are registered with Spices Board India. We have placed thrust on value addition spices, and currently our export has more than 50% share from value-added products. We have a strong network of manufacturer exporters with high-end capacity for spice processing and value addition. There is this very strong domestic demand in the country, wherein we consume almost 87% of the spices produced, and the rest 13%, more or less, are exported worldwide, which still makes India the largest player in the global spice market. An overview about the Indian product spice scenario. As I said, it's the largest producer and produces spices which are renowned for its intrinsic qualities and parameters. And each state of the country contributes to this spice production scenario by producing an exportable surplus quantity of at least one spice, if not more. We are proud to say that India is the world leader in production of chilies, turmeric, cumin, coriander, large cardamom, mint, so on and so forth. And we have the capacity and production of various kinds of spices, various categories of spices like fruit spices, seed spices, tree spices, rhizomes, herbs, floral spices. All of them are grown in abundance, and we can supply. We have the capacity, and we are a proven supplier in the global market. Trend in exports, just to show the growth trajectory over the past 10 years, we have grown from almost 0.5 million metric ton quantity of exports to 1.18 million metric ton quantity, which is more than double. A similar growth is recorded at the value front as well. Over the past 10 years, in volume, we recorded a 10% cumulative compounded annual growth rate, CAGR, and value in the value front it's around 13.5%. So, despite the economic crisis and global pandemic situation, which has hit not just India but the countries worldwide, spices export has continued to flourish over the past decade also. Some of the figures just for the broader understanding. Exports, last year we did almost 1.18 million metric tons exports, which is valued at, as Secretary Sir mentioned in his keynote address, for the first time we crossed the benchmark figure of $3 billion worth exports last year. And the number of spice items exported, we give interest to the participants. Like India has exported 225 different spice items, including the value-added products during 2019-20, to over 180 countries, with chili, mint, cumin, spice oils, and oleoresins and turmeric as the major contributors to the spice export basket. The major export destinations are USA, China, Bangladesh, Middle Eastern countries like UAE, Thailand, United Kingdom, EU as a trade region, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Germany, etc. Despite the COVID situation, the pandemic which has affected the normalcy in our lives as well as in the way businesses are being transacted, the spice sector has continued its strong export performance, and this year, during the first 3 quarters, that's from April to December 2020, we have exported almost 1.12 million tons of spices, valued at almost 2.6 billion US dollars, with a mesmerizing growth rate, I should say, of 26% in volume and around 10% in terms of US dollar value over the previous year. The global share and other producers, as I said, India is the leader in turmeric, spice oils and oleoresins, milk products, seed spices, chili, etc. And there are other countries, as we know, which produce spices, some of the Southeast Asian countries, as well as countries in GCC, Latin America, etc. Spice sector of Azerbaijan in a nutshell. Azerbaijan during 2019 imported spices of almost 5.5 million US dollar worth spices, with chili, cloves, coriander, cumin, ginger, and turmeric being the major spices bought by the Azerbaijani people. From the India side, we can assure you that any demand for any of the spices, India would be able to supply with an added assurance on quality and food safety aspects. Yeah. To summarize, Azerbaijan has been a major trade point for spices since long, with the spice trade as well as the bilateral trade between both the nations recording a steady growth in the over the years. I'm sure that this bilateral meet will pave way for further strengthening the trade ties between both India and Azerbaijan in the spice sector. And we would like to urge the Indian exporters to work with the Azerbaijani counterparts to understand their food habits and the blends used in the national cuisines of Azerbaijan, and to develop unique spice blends tailor-made with the Azerbaijani cuisine and food habits, so that we can further promote the exports of spices from India to Azerbaijan. With this, I'll conclude this brief presentation. Thank you all for your patience and for listening. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Shabnam Nurieva, Director ASK Consulting, National Confederation of Entrepreneurs Organization of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Baku, to address the participants. Over to you.
Thank you. Hello, Excellency. Hello, entrepreneurs. I want to thank you for inviting me. I'm Shabnam Nurieva, and I'm an executive director of ISK Business Consulting, which is functioning under the Azerbaijan Entrepreneurs Confederation. Let me just give some presentation about our confederation. To begin, I want to present. We have more than 6,000 members and 40 representatives in Azerbaijan regions and 18 representatives abroad. And regarding due to pandemic situation, take immediate measures in Azerbaijan according to the decree of president. From the first days, our confederation was participated those measures and communication. We had to establish a very fast new communication tools and analyzes the impact of COVID. And currently, we are keeping track on development and situation of entrepreneurs, and we continue our program in virtual platform. I would like to announce about our products. First product is regarding the FAIR platform, online FAIR platform, which we established with Azerbaijan Microfinance Association, and other is a e-commerce platform. I think in these platforms could be a very good opportunity for Indian entrepreneurs, because for the first 3 months actually using these platforms is free of charge, and we have really good relations with the Embassy of India in Azerbaijan. And if you have any questions, any support programs, you can feel free to ask them our contacts, and we are every time here to support you. Just thank you.
Thank you. Now, may I request Mr. Ramkumar Menon, Chairman, World Spice Organization, an industry, a collective of Indian exporters, to address the floor.
Thank you, Nitin. Ambassador Pandal Bhavna, Messrs. Shabnam, Chairman and Secretary Spices Board, Mr. Satyen, Mr. Vinay Kumar, Mr. Suresh Kumar, my friends and colleagues from Spice Board and our industry. I thank the Embassy of India, Azerbaijan, and the Spices Board for giving me this opportunity to participate in this meeting and to say a few words about our spice industry. I'm from the World Spice Organization, which is the technical partner of the All India Spices Exporters Forum, which is the premier body of exporters of spices from India. Mr. Satyen and Mr. Nitin Jo did a very brief and very comprehensive presentation about India's strength in the spice sector. And I'm sure that the buyers from Azerbaijan have taken note of this. As has been said earlier, India used to have a very flourishing trade with Azerbaijan as a trading point, both to the country and to the Western countries also. And also, India had a very flourishing export trade with the erstwhile Soviet Union. And a large volume of business was transacted, especially in black pepper and red chilies, which I'm sure would have found its way to Azerbaijan also. Unfortunately, this business in Azerbaijan, with Azerbaijan, has not increased over the years. But I'm sure that this buyer-seller meet will give all of us an opportunity to not only revive the trade, but to increase it substantially. As shown by Nitin in his presentation, one of India's main strengths is the broad portfolio of spices that can be offered to buyers overseas. Besides the traditional spices of interest for Azerbaijan, like black pepper, red chilies, turmeric, ginger, and cumin, as well as some of the spice mixes, which India can readily offer, we are also able to offer a number of spice seeds like fenugreek, fennel, as well as exotic spices like cardamom, saffron, which Mr. Satyen spoke about, and nutmeg. These are spices which I'm sure that the importers from Azerbaijan can explore and see whether they have any opportunity there. The range of spice mixes that have been developed over the past few years by Indian processors and exporters, like meat and chicken masala, beef curry masala, etc., has been very interesting for importers from overseas. And I'm sure that this would be of interest to buyers from Azerbaijan, especially since, as you all know, cuisine is no longer restricted to any one country, but thanks to travel and opportunities in business, it has spread all over the world, all over the globe. And it's the young population mainly that has been exploring this new cuisine and trying new recipes. So there is an opportunity for both exporters and importers from India and importers from Azerbaijan to look into this aspect. Now, on our part, from the industry, we would like to deepen and further the relationship of our industry with importers of spices from Azerbaijan, and are ready to offer any assistance which would enable you to contact and develop the business with our members. We are in regular communication with our members and and do pass on all the inquiries that we receive to them. So please do contact us, and we will definitely take up this matter and forward your inquiries to our members. Of course, we look forward to a very close interaction with you and trust that it will be possible for us to develop a long and mutually beneficial relationship between our two spice industries. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ram. Now we are moving to the heart of the program, the interaction between the sellers and buyers. For the benefit of all the participants, the interaction is scheduled in the following order. Introduction by various exporters from India. The interested exporters may use the raise hand option in the WebEx platform so that I can invite them one by one. The exporters are requested to limit the discussion to not more than 1 minute and cover the basic essential things such as the spices exported, the supply capacities, any particular strength, so that the importers in Azerbaijan can take note. Over to the exporters, I request people who are interested to kindly come forward and speak briefly on their spices and their strengths and their supply capacity. Thank you.
Nitin, hi. Dhananandan here.
Yes. Yes,
Dhananandan,
we can speak now.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So I was waiting for someone to start. So since no one is starting, I'm starting actually. Yeah, thank you so much, Nitin, for organizing such a one. Yes, and then you have given a very good introduction about this ISL brief. And we have seen some of the earlier versions also done by Spices Board and how it was actually given a good result on this. So cutting short with that introduction. So we are also regularly exporting cardamom, small cardamom from directly from the source, and we have a capacity to do 2 container to 3 containers per month. And a small cardamom, as you are aware, we are the second largest in the world, Indian cardamom, and we can able to supply how much ever volume, either in our registered spices of India, and also if it is looking for a private label for Azerbaijan, any exotic spices being most welcome in your country, which was already known by most of the importers also. And I believe some of the cargoes are coming through Dubai or any other nearby countries, usually to Azerbaijan. Now, if you are willing to import from India directly, we have enough number of exporters directly who is supplying from Cochin or any northern part of the country, so in India. And we wanted to understand how generally the trade happens. For example, is it a bulk volume, like few countries use it for a coffee mixing or masala grinding mixing, other thing, because our varieties will solve the purpose for any number. For example, some of the companies use it for mixing grinding purposes in coffee, tea, majorly. In Azerbaijan, we wanted to understand what kind of purpose it is being used. Is it for a directly consumption added in the food or something? So we are here to give any number of volume and with the support of Spices Board, and any specifically any kind of test results has to be assisted along with it, or directly we can start exporting, meeting with the importer. Just want to understand basically on that. So that's it from our end. And, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dhananjay.
Thank you, Nitin. I'm going on mute.
Over to the other exporters who would like to speak. Mr. Divesh.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Divesh Shivaramani. I am from PR Exports in Mumbai. Our company is basically specializing in all different kinds of spice mixes like garam masala, curry powder, whole spices and ground spices like turmeric, chili flakes, uh, cumin, fennel seeds, dehydrated garlic and onion, dehydrated vegetable powders. We are shipping our products regularly to the CIS region in Russia, Latin America, and to more than 10 countries worldwide. So any kind of specific spice mix which is needed, we can customize spice mixes as per your requirement. And also, we since we are doing spice mixes, we also source different kinds of spices from different parts of India. We have our processing center located in Mumbai, where we do the processing, grading, and sorting. And from there on, we load it into the container and ship it to our importers worldwide. So yeah, that is a small introduction to my company. My company website is prexportsindia.com. Please have a look and let us know if you have any requirements. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Divesh. I would like to request the interested exporters to kindly use the raise hand option available in WebEx so that I can invite you one by one. Over to the next person.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Gograj.
Hi. Many thanks to the Indian Spice Foods and the Honorable Ambassador of India to Azerbaijan. We at KDE will be, very happy to cater the Azerbaijan market. We are new exporters, just young by age, and we can cater cumin, fennel, cardamom, cinnamon, pepper, cloves, chili powder, chili flakes, uh, grounded and hard form also. So we are capable to export 2 to 3 containers per month. That's it at the moment.
You can share your website, your contact details, or if your name is listed in the brochure prepared by Spiceboard, you can just highlight the serial number.
Surely, surely. Everything is there with the Spice Board of India.
Okay.
Many thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else who would like to speak? Exporters from India?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Syed Ishtiaq. Okay. I'm from Bombay, India. I would like to thank Spiceboard to arranging such a great interaction session with Azerbaijan. We are basically, my company name is SS Lifey Organic Farmer Producer Company. We are basically doing export in spices like turmeric, cardamom, black cardamom, green cardamom, chili flakes, whole chili, fine, and coriander, cumin, all this kind of things. Capacity is roughly around 2 to 3 container in a month. We are registered with the Spice Board of India, and we are coming up with the other spices as well, with the Pahadi mixed masalas and all that, which is going to be a very good product from India. And I'm looking any positive approach from the Azerbaijan. My contact number is 91586 03681.
Thank you, Mr. Syed.
Thanks, God. So, Farooq.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Ronak here from Gandhi Spices.
Hathi Masala.
Yes, Mr. Ronak sir.
We are the manufacturer of the spices. We have a cryogenic grinding facility with the 100 metric ton per day capacity. We have our own cold storage and in-house laboratory. We are exporting in our own brand name, and as well we are doing the OEM for the USA and Japan at this moment. We have a good record till now. We are successfully exporting around 3 to 4 containers at this moment, and we have different packing size should be available around from 50 gram to 25 kgs, whatever as per the orders. We are open for the OEM as well. To know more about our company, you can visit www.hathimasala.com, or you can contact me on my mobile number. I will be in chat box. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ronak. Anyone else who would like to speak?
Yes, sir. I would like to speak.
Yeah, please carry on.
We are farmers cooperative from Kashmir. We grow saffron and we sell it through the cooperative in our own brand Souvenir.
Okay.
And we grow the highest quality saffron in Kashmir. So any interested person can contact me on my email address or even on my WhatsApp number. That's 9906665125. Thank you.
Okay, you can share your email ID as well.
Yes, I will share. I am sharing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. NBA Exports, they have shown interest. NBA Exports, you may please speak.
Hello.
The representative from NBA Import and Export.
देखो ना ओपन किया
Hello.
Yes.
Can I speak?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm calling from Delhi. We are a government recognized export house, and we are basically our main focus on spices, the whole spice from India. We have a plant capacity of about 8,000 tons a year, and we are based in Ahmedabad. Our factory is based in Ahmedabad, and we are also very keen to export to Azerbaijan if we get a chance in terms of getting all the specifications approved from SFDA, FDA, and other places also. So we have already had the communication which you have sent to us in terms of the email IDs of various parties in Azerbaijan, and we have also written to them already on these emails. So hopefully we should have some feedback from these people, altogether. Thank you very much.
All right, you can repeat your company name and your email ID.
Yeah, our company is called Ford International. We are already a registered exporter with the Spice Board of India.
And your email ID for the benefit of importers who are attending this.
Our email ID is fordint@yahoo.co.in.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
May I speak?
Yes. Yes, Mr.
Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is. I have a brand name called Metika. So our major spices are cumin, turmeric, red chili powder, and saffron. We are interested in entering exports. Our capacity is 1 to 2 months. So I'll drop our email address in the chat box, and my Our contact number is 8652232029. So please contact us looking for positive response. And our email address is lifeorganic@gmail.com. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Limbex Global, Mr. K.A. Gopalan. Mr. Gopalan, your voice is very feeble. We cannot hear you properly. Can you speak a little louder?
Hello, good evening. Good evening. Good evening to all participants.
Yeah, please continue. We can hear you.
Is it audible?
Yes, yes, please carry on.
Okay. I am representing Limbex Global Private Limited, headquartered in Hyderabad. We are dealing with small cardamom, turmeric, red chili powder, then pepper, tamarind, etc., etc. And we have the capacity of export about 2-3 containers per month. So we are keenly interested in entering the export with this Azerbaijan as per the requirements of the particular buyers. So contact number is 94228-39891 and our email ID is limbexglobal@gmail.com.
Thank you, Mr. Gopal. Mr. Kajal Satpathy, you would like to speak?
Yes.
Please carry on.
Good afternoon to all. We are a company based out of Bhubaneswar, Odisha, and we are building India's first digital B2B platform to organize the spice trade for both domestic and international markets. We are looking to get into the CIS region, and our main products are turmeric, chili, cumin, ginger, cloves, nutmeg, large cardamom from Northeast, green cardamom from Kerala, and as well as blended spices. My query to the team from Azerbaijan is, what is usually the shipment route, for any product which are already getting exported from India to Azerbaijan? I'm curious to understand about that so that we can develop a strategy for it. Thank you.
We'll flag your question once again during the next session, which is the question and answer session.
Yes, that would be great.
Or we'll seek the assistance of the Embassy of India to throw more light on this.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I would like to invite the next speaker if someone is interested.
Yeah, thanks.
NBA import and export, you are on. I can see that you have raised your hand. You would like to speak? If so, please continue. Over to the next exporter. Anyone else who would like to speak? If not, yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Greetings to all, and thanks to Spice Board for coordinating this BSM. I am Gauss Qadri from Kesar Impex, Kashmir. We are dealing in and exporting saffron. The saffron from Kashmir is the world's best saffron because of the saffron grown here. Is the only saffron in the world which grows above the sea level of 1600 meters. And we are interested in exporting the saffron to Azerbaijan. If anyone interested, my phone number is 94190-11211 and email is info@kesarimpex.net. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Kudri.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is yeah. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah, this is Swati from AHA Impacts. We are based at Navi Mumbai. We are the exporters of spices, pulses, masala mix, and rest of the products from Navi Mumbai. We have our own facility and office situated at Navi Mumbai. We are BRC certified, HACCP certified, and even the organic certified for exporting our spices and rest of the products to US, Spain, Taiwan, and most of the nations. We are into this business for more than 2 decades, and we have a capacity of exporting around 5 to 6 containers per month. So we are also looking out some new opportunities. If you have any requirement, our contact details are as our email ID is neha@ahaimpex.com. Website is www.ahaimpex.in, and contact number is 9820277231.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, may I speak now?
Yeah, you can. Please.
Sorry, my mic was getting wrong. Hello. Hello everyone, my name is Afreen and I am from MBA Services, Imports and Exports, Hyderabad. We are dealing in spices, lots of spices like turmeric, red chili powder and all those. And we are specialized in chicken curry masala, kebab masala and fish curry masala. And we are export in other countries also. If you are interested, then I'll share my email address and website and my WhatsApp number to you. Please contact us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
May I speak?
Yes,
myself Akash. Yeah, please.
This is Mayur from Hindustan Global. We are exporters of spices and all the spices from. We are based at Navi Mumbai, and we are looking for new opportunities. So we are listed in the brochure at entry number 10, Hindustan Global. So if anyone would like to contact, please contact on the details given in the brochure. Thank you.
The details of Mayur Thakur is listed at serial number 10.
Yeah.
In the brochure for this event, which has been made available to all the participants, both buyers and sellers. Interested people may please take note and further take up. Over to the now. I would like to invite Mr. Akash Singhania. Akash, you can speak now.
Yes, sir. Hello, everyone. Myself Akash Singhania. We are the manufacturing of spices from the heart of India. It's Chhattisgarh. We are developing for export, and we are manufacturing all CTC and ATC also with a cold grinding technology, LTG technology, and we want to enter in export. We thanks to Spice Board. Recently, they have organized a very good export oriented for the new vendors who are interested to go on export. 3 days work program was organized by Nizamabad team, Spice Board. We thankful to the Spice Board that this initiative has been taken for the export and the new vendors for the opportunity to they can give to the export. And we are also trying to get any business opportunities in spices. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Akash.
Yeah, sir.
Meanwhile, we are receiving a lot of messages in the chat box. I would like to request the participants to kindly take note of the information being provided through the chat box as well. Yeah. Ideal Foods, they are raised strong interest for speaking. Anyone from Ideal Foods? The floor is yours.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, this is Gauri Shankar.
Yeah, yes, Mr.
We are one of the countries, different we are present in major and major exporters who are exporting the countries.
Mr. Gauri Shankar, your voice is breaking. We cannot hear you properly.
Once. Am I now?
Better. Please carry on.
Yeah, because of changes in various
Mr. Gauri, it seems there are some technical issues at your end.
One second, sir. One second. Am I audible now, sir? Am I audible now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we are one of the suppliers, one of the major suppliers of chilies to different masala companies in India. Hello.
Yes, please carry on. We can hear you.
To various masala companies in India, and in turn, some of the exporters who export chilies and chili powder to different countries, they are procuring the material from us. And we have around 3 cold storages in Ballari. Ballari is one of the chili hubs in Karnataka. So 3 cold storages having a capacity of around 7,000 metric tons of chilies we can store, and we are presently supplying chilies to many companies along with the chili powder also. So we are exploring opportunities if we can directly export chilies from our end to some of the potential importers in Azerbaijan. Yeah, and if any interested importers in Azerbaijan can contact me directly. My number is 810-501-6704. Nitin, am I audible? Am I able to communicate properly what I wanted to?
We could hear you.
Okay. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
In between, I noted an email message from an importer of spices in Azerbaijan, Mr. Anil. He has given his share his email ID also in the chat box. The participant must please speak up. Now, I would like to request the importers of Azerbaijan who are also present in this online forum, if anyone of them would like to come forward and speak to the exporters about the spices. The floor is open for you. If you can indicate your spice of interest, your demand, maybe on a monthly or an annual basis, and any useful information which would be of benefit to the Indian exporters, you are most welcome.
Sesim eşidilir mənim? Yerli ixracatçıların əgər kiminsə sualı varsa cavabı, yəni ixracatçılara cavabları varsa çıxış eləyə bilərlər. Yes. Səsim gəlmir? İştirak edən yerli ixracatçılardan kiminsə, yəni həm verilən suallara cavabları varsa və yaxud da ki hər hansısa ixracatçılara sualı varsa, yəni çıxış eləyə bilərlər.
Nitin, may we request officials from the embassy to help us out in translation?
Sir, yeah.
Actually, I'm the embassy representative. I'm from Embassy of India. I'm a commercial officer. I was just asking, in case it's not clear, I was addressing the local importers in case they have any questions, or maybe they want to answer the questions that were asked and raised by the exporters here. Briefly, if I may give some information about the spices import in Azerbaijan. Generally, let me give some brief information about the statistics. In 2020, the overall total import by Azerbaijan was 4.8 million USD. So India accounted for almost 16% of the total import of spices by Azerbaijan. Of course, for for the major spice exporters such as India, I think we can there is a room for improvement, and we can increase this import. And I want to list the main, I mean, the major spices which are being imported by Azerbaijan, and which are mainly being imported from India specifically. So Azerbaijan, the most imported spices are ginger, uh, crushed, crushed and ground, or not crushed and ground. Then turmeric. By the way, total import of turmeric import was 464,000 USD, and India in this import accounted for more than 52% of total import, which is good, but I'm sure we can increase this amount. And then actually ginger import by Azerbaijan is quite high for it was 700 considering the population of Azerbaijan, of course, and consumption. The general import of ginger was about 1 million USD, like crushed one was like 780,000. Of course, currently it's being mainly imported from China, but I'm sure Indian exporters can can somehow explore the opportunity to export to Azerbaijan ginger too. Then pepper, and there is a high import of pepper. It's like 1.4 million USD. And India accounted only for 10% of import. Here also there is a space and a place for improvement. Then there is a possibility to export cinnamon, cinnamon again, turmeric I mentioned, anise seed, coriander, cumin. So these are the spices which you can focus when thinking about exporting to Azerbaijan. Uh, Other than, there were some questions regarding the regulations and customs duties. I remember. So let me say that yes, there are certain custom duties. It should be around 15%, if I'm not mistaken. But generally, for specific questions, we have already. Uh, taken note of your we have taken note of your questions. So if you have put your questions in the chat part, we will reply them by email, more specific questions. So anything you want to ask me or maybe other importers, please feel free. Azərbaycanlılardan bir daha əgər kimsə hər hansısa bir sualı və yaxud da ki, cavabı və yaxud da ki, dediyim kimi də hər hansısa xüsusi bir ədəbiyyatın idxalında maraqlıdırsa, yəni buyursun, çıxış eləyə bilər.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm from the World Spice Organization from India. Are there any national quality standards for spices in Azerbaijan which we followed by exporters, and are there any standards, quality standards there?
Generally, we have a food security agency in Azerbaijan. It's a government agency which supervises and regulates the quality of any food which is being imported. So, of course, I'm not aware of any specific requirement for the spices, but generally, of course, before being imported, that's food security agency is like inspecting that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We will further get in touch with the embassy with the request to provide the regulations, if any, specifically for sponsors. Standards is published, standards. We will do it from the board side and share with all the participants in today's forum. Further, I would like to repeat a question which was raised sometime back by an exporter on the trade route to Azerbaijan.
Yeah.
Vinay Kumar sir, if anyone can enlighten the exporters on the normal export route from India to Azerbaijan. We have been told by some of the exporters that being a landlocked country, some cargo gets routed through Bandar Abbas port of Iraq. So which are the other trade routes of spices export to Azerbaijan?
Yeah.
Is it like it's a question to me or it's a? So there are generally the import is being done through different routes. Like they take it through Poti port in Georgia or Bandar Abbas. Spices, I think they come through Iran mainly or through Dubai by air cargo, but not in case of spices, I presume. It comes mainly Bandar Abbas or Poti route through Georgia. So depending on the, of course, the price, you may choose the route you prefer and the prefer to export to Azerbaijan.
Okay.
Well, if I may just come in about the trade route, of course, Poti in Georgia, of course, you have to cross the Suez Canal and go all the way around. Of course, the land distance from Georgia is much closer to Baku or even to Azerbaijan. It's less than 1,000 kilometers. Whereas if you come into Bandar Abbas, the land route is almost 2,000 kilometers. And because of the fact that we have this thing called the International North-South Transport Corridor, which is supposed to provide seamless connectivity for all the way from Mumbai up to Russia and European countries, and it passes through Azerbaijan as well. But right now there is still a missing link, a railway link of around 160 kilometers in Iran, which makes it slightly expensive to bring in your goods from other. But we do have traders, both from Azerbaijan and those from India, who do bring in their containers from Bandar Abbas, and increasingly, we hope that even the new port, the Chabahar port, will be used to bring in goods into Azerbaijan.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Amit has told in the chat box that you would like to get some questions clarified. Mr. Amit, APSP exports. If you are around, you can shoot your question.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. So we are Kanpur based, and we are dealing in GI tagged Kashmir saffron. So we just wanted to know.
If somebody has any other person, please feel free to ask.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Amit.
Yes, sir. We are dealing in Kashmir saffron, that is the GI tagged Kashmir saffron from Pampur, and we just wanted to know what is the exposure of the means our product there. If there is some exposure, we can definitely tap the market there for the GI tagged Kashmir saffron.
Let me inform you that Azerbaijan is itself it's a producer of saffron, but at the same time it's an importer. It's mainly importing from Iran. So I think there might be some possibility. Of course, again, the import volume might not be so. Considering other countries, like might not be so high, but still there is, I think, a possibility. So you may explore.
Are there, ma'am, any specific compliances that we have to do for the saffron, especially?
That I need to check. Let's check it together. Maybe you can send an email, and I will further check. But you mean specific requirement?
Pardon, ma'am?
You mean a specific standard or requirement?
Ma'am, the compliances means the compliances, the test certificate or anything else that is required there.
No, there is no certification as far as I know. But again, that's we can check with the Food Security Agency in Azerbaijan.
Okay. So,
And
ma'am,
then
can
you
you?
send your email to us. Our email address is mentioned there in
Yeah,
the chat box.
sure.
We'll check and let you know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
If there is anyone else who would like to speak, or else we can move on to the next part, which is the writing up of the program. I request interested exporters or importers to come forward with your queries and remarks if any. Yeah. All the participants may kindly note that the Embassy of India has posted its email ID, communication email ID in the chat box. I request all of you to take note of that and direct your emails to the embassy. You can keep Spiceboard. You can give Spiceboard also in loop. And any further information regarding Azerbaijan, which we receive from the embassy as well as from the exporters, we will be sharing it with you through email as well as through the WhatsApp group created for this purpose. Also, I would like to, I hope all of you have taken note of the details of importers, major importers of Azerbaijan, which has been provided as part of the brochure. So you can I would like to urge the exporters to get in touch with the importers also directly with a view to develop trade linkages and export business. As we do not have any further interest for speaking, we will move to the next part. Mr. Vinay Kumar, sir, Second Secretary, Embassy of India, Baku. Sir, I would like to invite you to propose the vote of thanks. Over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Nitin. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. So first of all, I want to thank Spice Board of India because they responded very quickly to our initiative for organizing this meet, which is a very important meet. And I want to thank Satyan sir, Chairman and Secretary Spice Board, and his entire team, Mr. Suresh Kumar and Mr. Nitin. And I also want to thank Mr. Ram Kumar Menon from World Spice Organization for his valuable information. I want to thank our ambassador for giving me a chance to organize this meeting. During this meeting, we got so much information regarding trade between India and Azerbaijan, the opportunities there. We already have share of about 16% market share in the spices in Azerbaijan, and we still have more possibilities to increase it further. Like as of now, we are exporting mainly pepper, cinnamon, turmeric, anise, valerian, fennel, coriander, cumin, and some more spices here, and there is a lot of scope there. So I hope that all the participants will take the advantage of this meet and will continue their interaction. We have already mentioned our email address also in the chat box. So please feel free to write your queries, your questions, whatever you have. We will be very happy to give you the answers at the soonest possible time. So once again, thank you everybody, all the participants. I want to give my special thanks to Ms. Sabnam Nurieva from National Confederation of Entrepreneurs Organization of the Republic of Azerbaijan for her participation here. So thank you everybody, all the participants. Thank you very much. Please keep in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Nitin, have you taken a screenshot?
Sir?
Screenshot? Have
Yes.
you taken?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Sir, we will have one more, sir. I would request all the participants to switch on your video camera so that we can have a screenshot for records. All participants may turn on your video camera. Okay, thank you. Thank you all once again for joining us. I hope this Biocellar meet will give way to further fruitful interactions between the Indian exporters and the importers of Azerbaijan and would help in strengthening the export of spices and spice products, as well as facilitate bilateral trade between both the countries. I would like to thank all of you for your participation, and particularly the officials at the Embassy of India, Azerbaijan, who had pioneered this initiative and had provided us with this platform, with this opportunity. Thank you all once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Nitin. Thank you very much.
Thank you.